Welcome everyone, Madman bringing another RSL video. I'm going to try and make this one short, but today's video is going to be the start here of the Pythion Fusion, and I'm going to start off with my free-to-play account here. So last night I had next to no energy, and as I slept it crept back up. So I'm at 130 energy. Now, this is actually not too bad of a thing for me because I still got energy and gems I can claim from the dailies last night, energy from the advanced, and then I've been saving the monthly and weekly energy. I can claim this stuff from the quests there, and then I still got everything from just login. As you can see here, I still got some energy from Tag Arena, and then I have not done any Ice Golem, and we will go over the schedule here in a little bit. But if you've looked, don't worry about the anniversary stuff. Now somehow I got 11 points. All I did was pull 10 mystery shards, so I had enough 2-star chickens here. And then I also saved up the energy from the Fusion warm-up event. So what's going on? It's day one of Pythion, and I apologize for not having the schedule in front of you, but champ training has started, and obviously Ice Golem. Now, for maximum efficiency on the energy, especially if you're free to play, you don't want to do either, really. But we also, I believe it's Dragon is going to overlap. So starting tomorrow, Ice Golem and Champ Training will overlap with Dungeon Divers, apologies. And then towards the end, Dragon will overlap on the end of Dungeon Divers. So between Dragon and Ice Golem, you should be able to get enough points to finish off Dungeon Divers. And if you don't, Champ Training should push you over the edge. Now, I got 130. I got this extra energy waiting, so I just need to make sure I grab it before reset tonight. But since I've got this, and we're going to need a whole lot of Champ Training, I can go ahead and burn this energy. Unfortunately, I've made the mistake. Well, it fell that way, and this is what I was afraid of, because you don't know until the schedule actually comes out. And you'll see on the main why it puts me a little behind the power curve. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to just farm up. Basically what I'm going to do throughout the day, I've done my clan boss already, and I still have some 3v3 and then regular arena battles I can do. So I'm going to do that throughout the day. But we'll just farm up some chickens here. I am running RSL Helper, so once this is done, we'll come back and we'll see how many points we have. Alright, so here we come up on the final run here, and this should take us off to 20. So boom, there we go. It's going to auto sell that piece for me, and everybody's at level 20, and we still have 50 energy left. So let's go back to the Bastion here, and we're going to look at our Champ Training, and we are now up to 68 points from 11. So we gained 57 points for leveling up to level 20. So real quick here, going to come in and let's see, 1894, 19, so blues. I'm going to create a few blue chickens here, level them up. I probably could do one more, we'll see here. But I want to see real quick. Yeah, I can do one more. See real quick here if pulling shards gives you some points for some odd reason in Champ Training. I don't know why it would, but You never know. Alright, so let's see here. Unfortunately, I don't quite have enough to do all three, which I would like to do, but that's okay. It'll be what it'll be. So we prepped up our food. Now you could have thrown some brews in on the 2-star chickens there, thrown one brew in, and got some bonus points there. But not necessarily on the 2 stars is the best. It won't hurt you or whatnot. So now we're up to 140 points for champ training. Now I'm just curious here. I got room. We're going to pull just 10 pull of mystery shards. And that's all I did to start, so I'm not sure why it gave me some extra points there. So we're still at 140. So I'm a little bit confused where those training points came from. So here we are on my main, and you can see I'm actually at 607 energy. Now I do have 2 weekly pots that I'll be grabbing, but not till tomorrow, and then I have this energy from the monthly stuff that I will be grabbing as well. But you can see the daily's gone and the advanced is gone, and the daily playtime is gone. But I do have some tag team energy still saved. As you can see here, I have 0 points on Ice Golem, and then on the champ training, somehow I got 6 points. Okay, I don't understand. But I got 6 points apparently for champ training. I'm not sure. Maybe I leveled something up. But you get a point per level for 1 star and 2 stars, and then 2 points per level for 3 stars, and so on. You can see the chart here that they put forward. I'm pretty sure it's a standard chart. One of these days I'll have to clip that and just keep comparing so that, you know, who knows down the line they might do whatever. Again, same on free to play with Fusion warm up. I've saved the energy. Now, on this one, since I've already exceeded the 130 energy, I'm not going to do anything today other than arena. I've already done my clan boss as well on this one, so I'm just going to do arena. Then at reset, again, arena, clan boss, faction wars, Doom Tower. That's it. Ice Golems for the dungeon challenge we'll wait till tomorrow morning. Any champ training we'll wait till tomorrow morning. So that's where I'm set on my main. Now, is this a mistake or did I get lucky? I think I more got lucky on the free to play. It's not a mistake on either because they just didn't release the schedule till this morning. So you don't know whether to like start saving and building up that energy a day or two before, or at least try and save as much of your energy, you know, the weeklies, the last day dailies or whatever. Save it like it did on my free to play. They might not open with a dungeon diver, so you're just you know, kind of sitting there on hold, in this case that first day, and you're not making maximum efficiency. Real quick, I want to just go over the schedule now that we've discussed how my main's starting different from my fleet of play. Okay, so real quick, I did a test run here with Theodore on Ice Golem 20. I wanted to see how fast, so I'm in at 54 with some food, so he can do 20. I'm farming 20 because you get 15 points and then an extra point if it's rare for 5-star gear, which gives you 16 points. and it costs you 16 energy. So you're getting 1-to-1 at least. If that's a 6-star legendary, I want to say that's like 25 points for 16 energy. So that's well above 1 point per energy. You're actually below on 24 and 25 because you're going to get a lot more of these 5-star rares than you're going to get any of the epics or legendaries, especially in the 6-star range. So it is better just go ahead and farm 20, especially during these events. And I've found that the drop rates aren't really that significant, and then you got the RNG of rolling it and everything, so not worth it at all. I'm going to real quick test one more with Bad Alcazar, and then that will be all I'm going to do as far as Ice Golem or any training until reset. Okay, so we're coming in the run with my Bad Alcazar and 4 food. Much slower than Theodore, so I would not be using Bad Alcazar. Both of them got pretty close to dying, and because of that fact, I'm going to make one last modification, and we are going to try the 2 of them together with 3 food. So here we are on the boss here with the 2 of them and 3 food. Much smoother, no threat of either one of them dying, and it looks like this is going to be a far faster, well, I don't know what far faster, but faster than just Theodore alone by, what was it, 154 to 132, so almost half a minute saved with the 2 of them. I think farming 3 food at a time while doing ice golems is acceptable for me to make sure that I get 100% win rate, so that's probably the route I'm going to take there. Alright, so we are now at 559 energy, and that's going to be where I stop for now. It should actually go up once it's going to drop down maybe a little bit and then go up once reset happens and I start doing some of the daily stuff. But like I said, I'm going to avoid doing any ice golem and champ training until tomorrow morning when it overlaps with the dungeon diver event. Just wanted to add this little excerpt in there. A second excerpt here real quick I want to give y'all. So just based out of habit every morning without even thinking about it, if these food champs are ready to level up, I just go ahead and click yes and level them up. So there's where the 6 points on my main and 11 points on my free to play came about, was because of the sparring pit and leveling up food. Just wanted to add that in there real quick. Figured it out. So here's the fragment event calendar. Real quick, you can get 55 points from tournaments, 60 points for events. That's 115. If you're fortunate enough to be first or second, you could pick up potentially another 40 points, but don't bank on that. All you need is 100, so that's 15 points extra that you could potentially skip out on. Most people might skip the champ chase or part of the summer rush. Unfortunately, we don't know if it's going to be broke down as usual as 5 fragments earlier on, a couple shards pulled, and then another 15 later on, or will it be all 20? You don't know. Theoretically, you could skip Ice Golem, Fire Knight, and Dungeon Drivers and still make up those points. But anyway, real quick. So Ice Golem and Champ Training start today, but Dungeon Divers does not start till tomorrow. So my recommendation, hold off on both. If you want to use some of your energy or whatever, champ training is not a bad thing to do because that's going to require a whole lot of points. So Ice Golem is at 2250. I'm assuming Fire Knight, Spider, and Dragon will all be 2250 to get these fragments. Been like that for quite some time. That hasn't changed. They're always playing around with this champ training event points. And what is it? 5,000 or something like that, and then 8,000 to get the second set there from champ training. So you can go ahead if you want to and use that up, but I would still wait, especially if you can farm up food with Ice Golem. But it's not going to be a big deal. You're going to be forced to use a little extra energy to get through all of this. I personally would rather use up my energy, make sure I got all of this done so that later in the second half, maybe I don't want to do Class Arena 2, even though that's an easier one, but I might be able to skip Dragon. Or I might be able to skip, I'm like, okay, if I'm down to, you know, 90 points or whatever, and I'm like, okay, they do 5 Summon Rush, so I only have to pull like 1 or 2, say, Sacred Shards. I got my 5 points, and then I got enough energy to do the Dragon, I don't have to waste my shards going for the last 15 from Summon Rush. Artifact event is usually pretty easy. You know, you might want to skip that, like, ooh, I'm pretty low on silver, so I can skip to at least the 2 artifacts, or the 3. There's 15 points there. You could skip the 3. Those are easy points. They're quick if you've got the coin. If you haven't seen it, go see my Forge clearing video, sort of like a gear cleanse, but you're doing a Forge cleanse. That'll help get you a bunch of coins that you can do these artifact enhancements. That's the fragment schedule calendar. This is day 1, and that's my recommended efficiency. And we will progress to day 2 starting tomorrow, and I'll show you how I'm doing on both accounts. Have a good day.